Now here's Channel 4's Eyewitness News. The most complete, comprehensive news coverage in the Southwest with Johnny Morris, Mike Roberts Sports, Gordon Sanders Comments, and Dick Edwards Weather. They are brought to you in part tonight by the First National Bank in Albuquerque. Shouldn't you join all the other money planners who bank at the First? And by Rich Ford, where we sell a vehicle every 27 minutes.
Hello, everybody. I'm Johnny Morris. In our headlines tonight, 2 women shot to death this afternoon, 1 man dead, another in serious condition. It was acquittal for the Kent State National Guardsman. Mike has film of the Del Norte Valley High School game tonight. Gordon talks about flying saucers, and Dick says he hopes this wet weather won't last through the weekend. It's been a bizarre day and night here in Albuquerque. 3 people are dead, a 4th hurt following a murder-suicide in the State Employment Securities Commission offices in the National Building by a man who was refused unemployment compensation. And tonight in Albuquerque's North Valley, a detective investigating the man's home was shot, apparently in a booby trap. It all started this afternoon in the National Building on Marquette Northwest when the still unidentified gunman shot and killed 28-year-old Mary Ann Bellario and 34-year-old Betty Laporte, then seriously wounded 51-year-old George Jaramillo. All 3 are Employment Security Commission employees. APD Public Information Officer Robert Fenton tells what happened.
Approximately 3 p.m. today, a man walked into the office of the State Employment Security Commission on the 7th floor of the National Building, threw an envelope on the desk, then pulled a pistol and shot 2 women and a man, killing the 2 women and injuring the man. The gunman then turned the pistol on himself and killed himself.
Robert Montoya, another commission employee, was in the next room when the shooting started. He was the first person to go into the room where the shooting occurred.
But when I went in there, I saw that a person was lying on the floor. There was a lot of blood around him. And then I went around the desk and I saw one of the secretaries who was also bleeding profusely. And then I saw that the other girl was slumped behind her desk on the floor, and she was still breathing. In fact, the 2 girls were still breathing. And I looked for the other secretary, and I found her inside, under the desk, and she was hiding, so I pulled her out and asked her to come out right away.
Police still have not released the contents of the envelope the gunman threw on the desk just before he opened fire, but they say the man had been refused unemployment compensation by their office some months ago. Then tonight, an APD detective went to the gunman's apartment on 4th Street Northwest to try to get additional information. When he opened the door, he was shot in the forearm, apparently by a gun that was rigged to fire when the door was opened. Shortly after, an explosion went off inside the house, setting it on fire. The APD officer, Detective Dennis Brandt, is in good condition. An eyewitness, Christine Rudarti, tells what she saw and heard.
I thought I heard a shot or something, but we didn't pay attention to it, and I thought I heard another one, and then we saw some smoke. And we came to check over there, and Gus, my boyfriend, he looked over, and the guy told us to call the police and the fire department, that he was an officer and he had been shot.
Police believe the gunman in the National Building shooting booby-trapped his house, realizing that police officers would be coming to check. Police are still investigating this bizarre, tragic case. On the national scene, 8 former Ohio National Guardsmen have now been acquitted of federal conspiracy charges in the 1970 Kent University shootings. Federal Judge Frank Battisti says evidence